What's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks and sometime Chris Walker, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And it's Thursday. And Thursday is really Baby Friday to us because the Chop Shop is not aired on Friday. So we just consider this our Friday. So we call it Baby Friday. So it's not quite Friday. But shout out to everybody who signed in. Let me talk to my starting five. And that's the first 5 people have signed up to the feed. Let me go look on both of my devices and make sure I got everybody right. Let me see who I got. I got Thaddeus Moody. I got D. Hoke. Starting 5. I got Corey Willis, Daryl Anderson, and Paul Miranda. What's up, man? Paul, wait a minute. Something is going on. Paul, talk to me now. Text me if you want to. Something going on, man. Something for you to come on. You ain't been on in a while. I be worried about you when you don't come on. I said maybe somebody that made him mad. You know, when you get mad, you go off the show for a little while. And I'm just glad you'll be glad enough to come back. That's all. It's all right to go off sometime, but come on back. And my 6th man today is Simeon Sims. But I see you out there, everybody. I see you, Robert Young. I saw you. Tina, what's up, Tina? Oh, girl, it's going to be on and popping. Let me tell you something. We got a guest coming on later. I don't even want the guest to come on. Don't y'all tell the guests, I said. But we got so much to talk about today, so I'm going to get on with it now. We don't even need no guests today. Yeah, I promise you, we don't need that. Let me see who else. Let me see who else out there. Come on, Hatter. I know you got something to say. I love LeBron James. Is that all right, Chris Charles? I always tell you I love LeBron James. I just don't like you LeBron James fans. See, y'all be getting my... Listen to me. I always talk about his accomplishments. I always talk about a great family man. Hold on. I got something for you. Chris Charles, watch this. No scandals. No drama. No talking bad about other players. Amazing father. Great philanthropist. 20 years of greatness. What else you want me to say about LeBron James? LeBron James. I always talk about it. Let me repeat it again. No scandals, no drama, no talking bad about other players. Amazing father, philanthropist, got the school. I promised school, sending kids to Kent State. 20 years of greatness. What's up, Joe? Joe, and the reason I did that, Joe, because Chris Charles, this is what he gonna do. This how he greet me today. He don't say, hey, how you doing? What's up, Brad? How you doing, Brad? How you feeling over there, Brad? Robert Young said, check my phone. I'm gonna check my phone, Robert. I'm talking. I can't check my phone. Talking, say that. Paul Miranda, what's up, man? See how they do me, Paul. You see how they do me. There go Karen Roach. He said, I've been working in the office. I'm in the office today, but I'm trained. Oh, I got you. Hey, thank you, Nicholas Best. Wait a minute. Let me go. Hatter, you good in my... Hatter, did you hear that the DW accusers are all supposed to be... Yes, the Deshaun Watson, yeah. They're supposedly 10 of them attending the game. We talked about that the other day. Tina, I think that's asinine. That Deshaun Watson's accusers going to take their little happy ass to the game. For what? But we ain't talking about that today right now, Tina. Tina, I talked about that the other day. I think you might probably miss it. I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. Tina, I got pressing. I got stuff to talk about today. I want to talk about that. But we'll talk about them on Monday. You know, we'll talk about them girls. I just don't understand. I'm not trying to go around no dude like that. Maybe they like him. Maybe they saying, wait a minute. I don't know. I ain't going to go there with them women. All right. Here I go. I don't know where to start. Yo, this is such an important day. I don't know where to start. Hold on. Uh, let me go. Let me go. Y'all just don't understand this day is so good. I don't know where to go. But I said that. Talked about LeBron. LeBron James concluded his press conference, his post-game press conference, by rhetorically wondering why the media hasn't asked him about the Jerry Jones 1957 Little Rock photo after he was asked about the Kyrie situation. LeBron said he was disappointed that he hasn't been asked about the Jones situation. Let me give you some context. Dallas Cowboys was LeBron James' favorite team. But after the Colin Kaepernick thing, he changed. Okay? A lot of y'all stayed. The Dale Griggs of the world stayed. The Walter Yates of the world stayed. All you guys, and that's all right. LeBron discussing the double standard he sees between the media. And I'm going to be plain with you. LeBron was not talking about Jerry Jones as much. He was really talking about the media reaction. What I be trying to tell y'all about all the time. That's why I come on this show and do the show the way I do it, because I know they doing it the way they doing it. But y'all fight back with me and want to get mad at me and don't want to come on the show with me. But you sit there and keep watching that that white face, that black facing white media on TV every day that got people in their ear telling them what to say. But if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Yes, Roland Martin has been doing his thing for a long time. Roland Martin, who has been on this show, got a book out called White Fear. I've been wanting to talk to y'all about it, but I just had the right time. Great book. I'm still reading it, but I got some insights about the book. Great book. If you got to get it, you got to get it. But when we do some, LeBron was talking about it. I let LeBron talk himself. I think I got it queued up. I think I got it queued up. Didn't I have it queued up? I better have it queued up. Here we go.
I got one question for you guys before you guys leave. I was thinking when I was on my way over here, I was wondering why I haven't gotten a question from you guys about the Jerry Jones photo. But when the Kyrie thing was going on, you guys were quick to ask us questions about that.
Okay.
Hold on. And I don't even want you guys to say nothing. When I watched Kyrie talk and he says, I know who I am, but I want to keep the same energy when we're talking about my people and the things that we've been through. And that Jerry Jones photo is one of those moments that our people, black people, have been through in America. And I feel like as a black man, as a black athlete, as someone with power and a platform, when we do something wrong or something that people don't agree with, it's on every single tabloid, every single news coverage. It's on the bottom ticker. It's asked about every single day. But it seems like to me that the whole Jerry Jones situation photo, and I know it was years and years ago and we all make mistakes, I get it. But it seemed like it's just been buried under like, oh, it happened. Okay, we just move on. And I was just kind of disappointed that I haven't received that question from you guys. Appreciate
it. I love it. This is one of my favorites. LeBron James. I know y'all have probably watched the other shows and got their take on it, but I want to hear y'all take. I'm going to dissect some stuff for you just a little bit. What's up, Stephen Adams? You need to share this show, Doc. I need it. LeBron James concluded, y'all, you know, that picture that he's talking about, and Stephen A was still, I went against what I usually do today because Roland Martin, I follow Roland Martin and I listened to him. You know, he got it on social media. So I listened to what he was saying. And Stephen A still trying to defend the picture. Let me see that I put this picture. Okay. Here's the picture. Okay. Here's the picture. Okay. Little Rock, 1957. The Little Rock photo as Jerry Jones is circled. And Stephen A and other people try to say what he did at 14 years old. You know, 14 years old. 14 keeps it. But look at that. Look at that. Them people trying to stop. All these little boys want to do is go to school. Right? But that was not evidently. People has not read the article. That was just the Washington Post. Y'all got to read. I got it. I urge y'all to go read it. I'm gonna try to get you some inserts from it, you know, because it's just so much extensive reading. But that's what people were talking about. But the article was about why haven't this dude used his influence to promote change? Why hasn't this dude? Y'all got to understand, the NFL don't move. If Jerry Jones had said Colin Kaepernick can be back in the NFL, Dale Griggs, he would have been back in there. Walter Yates, Walter Yates got on social media defending Jerry Jones. What? Y'all listen to me. Listen to me, man. Y'all need to share the show. Y'all need to share. I'm not going no further till y'all share the show. Y'all like the show, because I am not about to give y'all this information and ain't nobody, y'all just come on here listening. No, it ain't that type of party. Because this is real. It's real. Share the show. Get your friends. I'm finna drink me some tea. It just killed me when we always trying to come take up for these folks. Because we're fans. Y'all quit being such a fan. I told you. Quit being such a fanatic. I'm not talking about Jerry Jones' past. I'm concerned because I can't do nothing about the past, Odyssey. I'm concerned with the power he has that he can change some things now. Let me repeat that. So let me repeat that so y'all can understand. I'm talking about right now he has the power. I'm not coming on this show to talk about Jerry Jones. That's not me. Y'all can all you want to. I'm trying to get you to start thinking different. You focus over here on Jerry Jones, but you don't understand how powerful he is. If we can get this article was just using a parallel on, I see why he treated Colin Kaepernick right like that. I see why he said my players ain't gonna leave. My players ain't gonna. This is the same guy who gave $500,000 to what's the guy's name? The governor, the guy y'all always talking out of, Greg Abbott. They think the same way. He had the power to not give Jake Abbott that $500,000. and withdrew. He had the power to withdraw all of that power from listen to me now, from Greg Abbott and shifted to Beto O'Rourke. Jerry Jones know what Greg Abbott did to us and had us in this cold ass weather. I'm not going to disrespect him like that and call him out his name like y'all do. Y'all can do that. I can't do it. Are y'all understanding what I'm saying? No, I don't mean it. But what I'm trying to get y'all to understand, we always, Jerry. I wish we can get to somebody who can get to Jerry. Instead of just riding around in his damn helicopter. Stephen A. Smith. Saying, play. Hey. And somebody brought up an interesting parallel to me. That was a traumatic time in our history. What do you think it did to them little young boys? All they trying to do is come to a better school that got better resources. But we sit here. Kyrie have to go do this and do this to get back in Master's house. What about before allowing him, Jerry Jones, to continue to own his team? He got to hire a black coach. Meet with Dr. Umar. That's right. For 60 minutes. Publish a positive review about his favorite Tyler Perry film. This is how stupid those... I'm playing a parody on how stupid those demands were to Kyrie Irving. Donate $5 million to the ACLU. This is Jerry Jones. Apologize to the black folks in the picture. Yo, this is an interesting time. I'm so glad I'm in these times. It's an interesting time to be alive. And I'm watching the press. I'm watching them. Y'all know that was the Lakers. They were at home. They won last night, this interview. And all LeBron said, nobody asked him about Jerry Jones. Brad Turner, who was on this show, I can't wait to call his ass. Were you in that press conference? He's on the show a couple of weeks ago. Was deflecting some of the questions Chris was asking him. Was he in that press conference? And LeBron, somebody tried to ask a question. LeBron said, I don't want to hear from y'all ass now. I want to talk to you right now. And like somebody said, LeBron said he got the power. LeBron, you ain't got no power. You ain't got the power. You ain't got the power. You got influence. You ain't got the power. I go back and watch these owners telling players not to be political. Don't kneel for the flag. But Jim Crane inviting Ted Cruz to be in the Astros parade. I hope y'all listening to me right now. The owners challenge players on their positions. Bob McNair When Obama won, they talked about it today. When Obama won, and the black guys, the black players in his dressing room was all happy. And when he come in there talking about it. Talking about, those guys are excited about their guy winning. Bob McNabb was a major Republican. Inmates running the asylum. Jerry Jones giving $500,000 to Greg Abbott, the guy that had you freezing over there. If you didn't have no generator, they tell the players not to deal in politics, like Roland said. But you got politicians in your suite. Who you supporting? They don't mind if they have politics. That's why, like Roland said, it's got to be, it's the power. LeBron, you ain't got that kind of power. I told y'all a long time ago, these owners have so much power. When y'all was worried about Jay-Z selling out to the owners, he was trying to get close to them. Y'all got to understand, I'm talking stuff over here, but I had to talk to the owners. I'm going to talk a different way. I'm talking to y'all. I'm going to say, hey, player. See, we got to find out. We got to find out when we voting for the comptroller and the treasurer, the people that handles the money. Because they determine if you're a government worker, where your money is invested. See, y'all got to realize, somebody said it today, there's no Curt Floods today. Curt Flood died of a broken heart. Read it. Because he wanted to become a free agent. The team just had his rights can do anything he want to. When my contract up, man, I want to be able to go where I want to. So he had to sue them. And he died of a broken heart. So now when these guys is bopping up and going to free agents and getting money here, the Deshaun Watson do all that crazy shit down here, then go up there and get 200. That's free agency. Curt Flood. A lot of y'all don't even know who that is. We ain't got no more of them. We ain't got no more Colin Kaepernicks. We ain't got no more Spencer Haywoods. Spencer Haywood challenged the rule that made your kid not have to stay in college. He didn't have to go, stay in college for a certain amount of years. You used to, when you go to NCAA, you go to college, you got to stay for 4 years. Spencer Haywood challenged that. Y'all, what we gonna do? Show you something, man. Show you something powerful that Roland Martin said. I'll follow him. I follow. That's where I get my best news. I don't look at the regular news no more. I support his platform. Y'all remember that Washington Post article is important because Jerry Jones has the power to make a change. I know y'all, Jerry, LeBron just had enough. LeBron 20 years in. If y'all put me out the league right now, if Nike stopped paying me right now, I'm going to be all right. He done put himself in that position. Everybody's not in that position. The Washington Post, listen. Got to go read that article, man. It's a good read. All they bringing up is talking about the picture. That article is more than about that picture. But I never forget. And Roland brought it to my remembrance today. In Atlanta, when the white business leaders refused to celebrate Dr. King when he won the Nobel Peace Prize. Watch this, Paul Miranda. Y'all watch this. It was the leader of Coca-Cola who said, Atlanta, you need us more than we need you. If you don't celebrate King, we will move out of Atlanta. I'm going to repeat that because y'all don't get that because y'all still go support these same clowns who treat us bad. Gonna repeat that. Y'all get this in your memories. Ever somebody, listen to me, if ever some business out here treats y'all bad, you email me, chopshophtx@gmail.com, so we can make sure everybody that watch this show, influenced by this show, don't support their ass no more. Watch this, y'all. This is why I say you need to share the show. This is why this show need to be more powerful. It's up to y'all. It ain't up to me. I'm working hard enough. In Atlanta, back when Martin Luther King won the Nobel Peace Prize, the white businessman said, I ain't going to support that. Whatever. Y'all know what he said. And the leader at Coca-Cola, he said, Atlanta, you dudes, you need me more than I need y'all. If y'all don't bring y'all ass over here and celebrate with King, I'm gonna move out of Atlanta. And every white business CEO was at that reception honoring Dr. King. Leaders lead, not when it's easy, but when it's hard. Jerry Jones, you ain't leading, bruh. That's all this article was saying. This article wasn't trying to expose you. We know you was a redneck. You're from Arkansas. And you're 100 years old. But you done built your fortunes, just like your forefathers, on the back of these brothers. You got the most popular, most valuable team in the world. Use your power, man. That's all I'm gonna waste. That's all I'm gonna waste time with him today. I can't waste no more time on him. I really can't. Because I want to tell y'all about something else that's near and dear to me. Think about it, y'all. Somebody in Dallas do something where you don't like Paul, discriminate against you, or do something, a place, you need to let us know. That's why outreach need to be in Dallas. Who else you gonna call? Ghostbusters? That's a movie. But I want to pivot a little bit because I want to talk about something great in our community. Because I got to talk about something great. But Tina, true black ownership in the NFL, got to get the right owners. Because everybody our color ain't our kind. And I can't wait to show y'all next week what the hell I'm talking about. I sent Chris Walker this video. I've been had this I've been had this in my pocket for 2 weeks. 'Cause I didn't know how. Now I know how to get. Thank you, Tina. We get the right ownership. We got a black owner in the NBA. Michael Jordan. Look what they did to Kyrie. Kyrie helped, but I ain't hear Michael Jordan come to Kyrie's defense. I just listen. This show is so unique. All I do is see the news and I try to interpret the news, and I want to hear y'all's feedback. That's all. I just want to make you say, But like I said, I got something to pivot to. That's why I say share the show. Share it again. Shadir Sanders. And another history-making NIL deal. Y'all got to remember, I was the guy that it wasn't that I didn't believe in the NIL. I just didn't know how they was going to do it. It's something new. So I just said, I want to wait and see. I just knew it wasn't going to happen for everybody. It seemed like the floodgates were going to happen. But this Shadir Sanders, have y'all heard? What was it and who was it with? And I'm telling you about this new deal. I'm going to tell you what it was, and who it was with, and why it's significant, and what it can mean for the future. I'm not just telling you this deal just to tell you about this deal. Y'all follow me here. The founder and creator of Under Armour was in Jackson this week, Kevin Plank. He paid a visit to Coach Prime and the Jackson State Tigers. You got to go look at that video. Unique relationship with Coach Prime. Something that I just learned the other day. I didn't know how deep their relationship is. When Coach Prime first wanted to order some sleeves, long time ago, he bought a lot of them from Kevin Plank, and he didn't ask for them for free. He said, how much it cost? I ain't gonna give you my credit card, but I'm gonna send you a check. And the check came Federal Express. Kevin Plank said, not all professional people, athletes and people like that, they don't always send that check. That's why he asked for that credit card when they get their product. So they had a relationship from way back. So Kevin Plank, the CEO, I don't know if the CEO of Nike ever been to not one campus. No, it ain't. I know Michael Jordan ain't been on U of H campus. How about that? I can tell you that. But the founder and creator of Under Armour at Jackson, Mississippi. Y'all just take this stuff for granted, man. I'm gonna let y'all soak on that for a second too. Phil Knight ain't never been to Jackson, Mississippi. Who else? Them Adidas, them Germans, they ain't never been to Jackson, Mississippi. A major shoe brand came to Jackson, Mississippi. And he left some gifts with the guys. He gave them some new sneaker technology that they just hadn't even came out yet. These guys are the first ones to have it. Looked like Kevin Plank. He not only came there to give them some shoes, he gave them more than some sneakers. He gave a nice NIL deal, something similar to what you're seeing at the FBS level with high-profile quarterbacks. That's an official licensed jersey. It ain't happening nowhere else around now. Let me show you. Let me give it to you while I'm talking. I'm going to go to the article and read the article for you. Hold on. Hey, y'all. This big time right here. 100 fans will be able to purchase the official licensed Shedeur Sanders jersey through Under Armour. Under Armour will release a signature Shedeur Sanders jersey that will make the Jackson State quarterback, listen to me, the first and only HBCU player with his own official licensed jersey. A number of special editions jersey will become available for purchase. You know why they do it limited. They don't want that many out there. It's by design. They're going to become valuable. Watch this. It is no surprise that Under Armour is the brand empowering Sanders to release the jersey. Under Armour is Jackson State uniform sponsor, and the brand had also had a relationship with his father, like I just told you, Deion Sanders. This is the article. I'm reading from the article. The business of college athlete jersey releases has grown slowly since the NIL era. Slowly. Began last year, early in 2022, players such as Bryce Young, Caleb Williams, and Quinn Evers, Texas, were able to release replica football jerseys through the Fanatics and One Team Partners NIL jersey program. Okay? That's what they did. This dude went straight to Under Armour. He didn't have to go through Fanatics and other people. Straight to the company. Sanders is no stranger to NIL deals. Let's get this straight. Early this year, he was nominated for NIL Male Athlete of the Year at the first annual NIL Summit alongside Bryce Young, Raekwon Smith, Chase Griffin, Gable Stevenson, and Sharif O'Neal. Wow. Ultimately, Griffin won the award, but Sanders' noteworthy deals include, listen what Deion Sanders' son got at Jackson State. You can come and tell me where his daddy. No, Shiloh ain't got him. His name's Sanders. His deal includes Gatorade, Beats by Dre, the Brady brand, Tom Brady's brand, Icus, you know that yogurt, and PBL Sports and Entertainment, that barbecue sauce he got. On the field, Jackson State is having the most successful season in the program history, touting the school's first 11-0 season. Sanders has been responsible for much of that success. He has thrown, listen y'all, for 32 touchdowns, 3,000 yards, and has a 70% completion percentage, and with just only 6 interceptions. Next up for Sanders, the SWAC championship, where he will lead the Tigers against Southern. Now check this out. For them to make this deal, right? Companies just don't do 1-year deals like this because they want to sell. So they expecting for the Shedeur Sanders to come back to Jackson State. He might not. The deal might transfer. I ain't seen the deal, but it might transfer to the other college, wherever he goes. But Sanders is only a sophomore, and the lucky fans have 2 more years where they can get this jersey. Congratulations to Shedeur. As long as Coach Prime is the coach at Jackson State, Shedeur won't be the last player, listen to me, to land this deal. I think you better expect for Travis Hunter to get a deal similar to this. Travis not a quarterback. Usually these deals, if you look at those guys, the only other players that these with deals like this is Bryce Young, quarterback at Alabama, Caleb Williams at USC, Quinn Evers at Texas. Quarterback deal. I don't know, James. James, I'm just giving you information, and I just want y'all to think about it. I'm glad you said that though, James. Shedeur is the first and only HBCU player right now that got a deal like this. I think the second HBCU player would be at Jackson State and Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter is a monster. You typically go for quarterbacks, y'all, in this kind of space because one, you try to go for underclassmen, and two, you go for the quarterback because they're typically the most popular player on the team. But y'all know what? Do y'all really know what? Travis Hunter, nationally, is the most popular player on the team. Thank you, Simeon. Travis Hunter, that's why I think he'll get this deal. Kevin Plank, Deion Sanders has a great relationship. I think all those 100 jerseys be sold. They got to sell. Go get them quickly. Travis will be next. Listen to me, y'all, because I know a lot of us, I know how we are, because I don't see a lot of comments. We cannot minimize the significance of what's happening at Jackson State. Let me get these off the screen. I know how we are. We always, oh, that little old. It's big time. I don't want you to think it's not big time. Now, y'all, there's a precedence that HBC players can get NIL deals. That HBCU players can make it happen from their prospective universities. There are other people with the Sanders name that wouldn't have got this deal. So don't come to me talking about he's causing Deion's son. This dude bad. This dude had 32 touchdowns, 70% passing, 3,000 yards in a short season. And his team is 11-0 for the first time in history. As I told you, they got people around the world thinking about it. And they're all looking to win. Now they're looking to win their second straight SWAC championship. We can't minimize it. Do me a favor, somebody go and try to order the jersey right now. See, can you order it? I'm just curious. I can't do it. I'm on the show. We're in the mix, y'all. All you doubters, y'all know, people who've been on this show a long time. Tina, you wasn't here. Tina, I used to get so much flack because I always talked about HBCUs. And what if one of these top dudes leave and come there? Travis Hunter, what's the dude? They weren't trying to offer Deion nothing into Travis Hunter. They said, whoa. This is a good thing, man. Don't knock it. Governance structure, us, don't knock it. Under Armour has been losing colleges around the country. Deals. They're pulling out of deals. Because Under Armour saying, wait a minute, UCLA, I can't give you all that damn money no more. You ain't really worth it. This is a big deal, y'all. It's a big, big deal. Don't let nobody minimize it. Don't let nobody because if they minimizing it, they mean they minimizing you. See, that's what we got to start thinking. They minimizing it, they mean they minimizing you. But I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm coming right back. Got some more stuff for you.
The Cox Pradia Law Firm. Big city, big town, big settlement. Your fight is our fight. Need legal advice? You know who to call. Personal injury, wrongful death, car accidents, premise liability, serious injuries. 1-800-HURT-NOW. The Cox Pradia.
I'm back. What you said, Sim? You said you just emailed me to have my front runner. I got it already. I got it. But thank you anyway. Hey, on the real, that guy is a real deal as an athlete. Of course he is. I remember when people were on here doubting me. On here doubting me. Asking me how good he was. Somebody on this show tell me, who was that? Doubting me, and I told y'all he was that dude. You know, I ain't trying to say. I'm just saying I've been around this stuff a long time, y'all. Somebody trying to send me something. What was it? I saw this. Whoever sent me this. Who sent me this? Y'all be killing me. Yeah. Yeah, I got that. Yes, you can order, but it's sold out on the site. Wait a minute. You can order it, but it's sold out on the site. What you mean, Donna? If it's sold out, you can order it. Donna, explain that one to me. Donna, please help me with that one. You got me with that one. Y'all, I got a couple of topics I want to talk to y'all about, but I know the jersey is available, but it's sold out. That's an oxymoron. How can it be available? Am I the only one reading? Am I reading something wrong? Let me put my glasses on, Dwan. I might have missed it, Dwan. I might have missed it. Let me look. Mark Edwards, I've been seeing your stuff, man. I'm trying to find time to talk about it, Mark. But Mark, I saw something the other day, y'all. I want to stay on task here because I want y'all to understand. Send me, I mean, y'all help me. Dwana, you got to call me because I don't understand what you're talking about. It's available. If it's sold out, it's not available. Y'all gonna kill. Y'all gonna kill. Look at my phone. Why y'all keep trying to send me to my phone? Robert, I know it's sold out. She just said it's sold out. Somebody just said, hold on. Hold on. See, I didn't want to look at my phone. It's sold out, but it's available. Oh, back on. See, thank you. Wait a minute. Y'all help me. That's all I'm trying to see. Y'all, the jersey is sold out. I know it's $120. I knew that. They have no more left. Please pay for it in advance. That's okay. I got you. Dwan, I'm sorry, but I'm slow today. Because I'm trying to go back and forth. I want to share with y'all something. Because I saw, speaking of LeBron, I'm going to stay on task, but I got something to show y'all next week. Well, my man Thaddeus Moody. Thaddeus Moody, I got an NBA story that everybody needs to hear next week. All right. I want to know, how long will the media continue to troll Kyrie Irving? I love what LeBron did last night. Because the reason I say this, in his first press conference after returning from his suspension, he was met by a barrage of reporters, seemingly throwing a series of questions out there at him that could potentially result in him being suspended again. Did y'all see it? In case y'all didn't, that's why I tell you the Shatter Show. I want y'all to see this. Watch this. Let me find it for you. I know I did it. I know I had the thing. Did I not? Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Group outside, 100, possibly more. They were wearing a shirt called Israel United in Christ. They're a group labeled as a hate group.
I think that's a conversation for another day. I'm just here to focus on the game.
Kyrie, but you've said this whole time that you didn't know what kind of what kind of voice you had. But if these are the people that are out here in your name, do you feel like that's a consequence of what you've done?
Again, I'm just here.
Did y'all see that? I got it, Dwana. See, y'all, Dwana was way ahead of y'all. She was answering my question. Yes, they're on the site. I kind of knew that. I was just trying to see, could you buy them? And that's what I want to know. Will you be able to buy them? Okay, so that's cool. Okay, did y'all see them folks try to get him? But man, what was Nick Friedel yesterday with LeBron? Can you talk about Jerry Jones in that photo? James Amara, we talked about that for the first 40 minutes of the show. First 4 minutes of the show. And James Amara, I will help you a little bit. I didn't sensationalize it because the photo, James Amara, is a small part. I need you to go and read the article. No, you all right. I need you to go to read the article in the Washington Post. Okay? The picture was just a part of the article. Everybody made a big deal out of the picture. But the picture, the article was asking why Jerry Jones, with all of his influence, we know you was a redneck back then. Can you use your power and your influence to change? If Stephen A. Smith talking about you ain't the same man you was 65 years ago. So use who you are now to promote change. Jerry Jones, you got these politicians in your pocket. You gave James Amaro, Greg Abbott, $500,000. Ain't no telling who else. You know he hanging with Governor DeSantis down there. Dan Patrick and all them guys. We worry about the picture. I'm worried about the power. The power. We got to start look. That's what the article was about. They want us to talk about the picture. And then they put one of us on TV to defend the picture. And he was defending him. He's been defending him every day. Still defending him. The picture. But this young man, Kyrie Irving, came back after suspension. He had to go through all this mess to get back to from the suspension. And these are the questions they asked.
Group outside, 100, possibly more. They were wearing a shirt called Israel United.
Like somebody gonna mention that mess on here one Monday morning. One of y'all know who y'all are. Talking about the black Israelites, whatever. Kyrie had the black. Y'all thought I was finna run down that stupid ass rabbit hole with y'all. I don't know who they are and don't know what the hell they doing out there. All I know, they went out there protesting when they suspended him. But when he came back, they just magically just come out there now. Man, I'm just trying to listen to me, man. I'm telling y'all, I know my purpose on the show now. I got to interpret this mess and give it to y'all and then let y'all comment on it. I'm sitting there watching this kid They trying to bait him into saying something else. And one interpretation is that the reporters were just doing their job and asking Kyrie the questions, and inquiring minds would like to be answered. So why didn't you ask LeBron last night about Jerry Jones? Dallas is his favorite team. Used to be. They know it. But guess what? A white media guy said. And Ethan Thomas. You remember Ethan Thomas, who used to play in the league? You know, he was interviewing this guy, right? He was talking about something, y'all. He even talked about how. Hold on. They had some Morris. He said, "Do it seem like the media?" Eton Thomas asked the white reporter, "Do it seem like the media is now picking on Kyrie?" He said, "Let me first say that you have been doing a great job." Okay, exactly. He said, "No problem." He said, "Well, this Chuck, they called him Chuck Medino. Medino." He said there are different. There are differently, and a couple of members who keep harping on it. But the problem is, they don't do that to other athletes. I don't think Jerry Jones is going to be peppered the same way that Kyrie was. I know initially they asked him, but I doubt the questions will continue. They ain't asking Jerry Jones about this. He made one statement and ain't nobody said nothing to him no more about this picture. He said, "I could be wrong, but we'll see." But the double standards always exist with black athletes. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, the double standards always exist. It's the white guy telling the black guy with black athletes, and it is always has. And part of that double standard is the makeup of the press. Go in the press box. Go at the major news stations. Let me see. And what the press finds noteworthy and not noteworthy to pursue. Oh yeah, it's definitely there and will continue to be there, and we will have to keep calling it out. Do y'all know who owned the Washington Post? I'm finna help you. Jeff Bezos. Did you hear what his CEO said the other day? We gonna keep this thing up on our website because people buying it and people buying this book. I don't care what y'all did to Kyrie. We gonna keep selling it. Jeff Bezos owned the Washington Post. This article was written in the Washington Post. Let me repeat that. This hit job on Jerry Jones was written. Jeff Bezos can tell them people don't write that. Okay. All right. Hold on. This is a good article, man. The guest ain't came on yet, so I'm good. Watch this. I agree. The guy, Thomas said, I agree. But I don't see enough people calling it out. And that's the part that frustrates me. It seemed like it's just accepted. And let's take the actual content of everything that happened with Kyrie out of the discussion for a moment and just compare this to how, say, Brett Favre was dealt with in the media. I mean, he didn't have to do nothing. He didn't have to apologize for nothing, for diverting them funds from welfare recipients to the University of Southern Mississippi to check this out, to build a volleyball arena because his daughter played volleyball. That was Ethan Thomas asking the question. Chuck Medino, Chuck D, Chuck M. He said, I think Brett Favre is a great recurring example with Kyrie. It goes so far beyond the initial discussion of anti-Semitism. He said it goes to something greater in media. Y'all watch this. I ain't never heard this. The black athlete is profitable, and the black athlete's perceived misbehavior is profitable. Oh! Did y'all hear that? I ain't never heard nobody say that. Some of y'all, some of y'all so brilliant. Yolanda Green, watch this. Watch this now. This is the white guy telling Ethan Thomas. He said the black athlete is profitable, and the black athlete's perceived misbehavior is profitable. And when we know this, when the discussion should shift, and it does not, so I'll give you an example, he said. So there was a period of time where the discussion moved from Kyrie Irving to Jeff Bezos. Let's hold Amazon accountable. He's making all of the money off Hebrews to Negroes. And let's form a petition, etc. And there were some famous actors joining in the charge. Rolling Stones actually had pictures of those actors. But most publications, even in the article, was focused on Jeff Bezos. Wait a minute. Was focused on Jeff Bezos and Amazon. Still, the article focused on Jeff Bezos and Amazon, but they still had the cover picture with Kyrie on it. I'm writing an article about Paul Miranda I'm trying to find somebody with Herschel Walker on it. In the article, y'all, in case y'all can't hear me. Is my mic working? In the article, they're talking about Jeff Bezos. But the cover got Kyrie picture on. So the guy said, so I said, well, that's not about perceived anti-Semitism. That's about anti-blackness. Because again, the whole article was about Jeff Bezos and Amazon. So why is Kyrie Irving on the cover picture? That was an editorial choice. And that's when you have to examine the fact that anti-blackness will get you more clicks. And they are more profitable in anti-blackness. That is why the editorial choice, and that's when you have to examine the fact that anti-blackness will get you more clicks, and there is more profit in anti-blackness. Wow. That's interesting. Yeah. Y'all notice why this article is brand new. Y'all notice why I don't let nobody come on here and talk about it? No athletes. That's anti-blackness. I'm going to call out some things that he did. Deshaun Watson was wrong, but he's still my brother. That's why I tell y'all have to watch what y'all reading and listening to. I heard something outside. Wow. He said, that's interesting. Now that you said that, Ethan Thomas told Chuck, I'm definitely noticed that as well. And to your point, watch this. Watch this, Paul Miranda. And to your point, there are a lot of people. Hold on. There are a lot of black media that participate in this as well. Right now, there are a lot of people trying to give Jerry Jones a pass. He said, I started with Stephen A. Smith, Jason Whitlock, both defending him, I guess, whenever that happened. He said, I actually tweeted about it. Now y'all see why? I ain't letting nobody. Y'all talking about taking off for James Harden. No. I know they're going to talk about him already. Paul Miranda, if I got a problem with you, I'm going to have that problem with you and me and you. I ain't going outside it. My mama taught me that a long time ago. Our problem is we run our damn mouth too much. Herman, I'm on one today, Herman. Thank you. Special guest who was supposed to show up today. Thank you. I love you. We'll do it next week. Y'all check this out. I'm talking about LeBron James, Herman Scott, talking about what LeBron James talking to the media, and I played the thing. You had to go back later. You got to follow me, but I'm talking about the media and how the media did Kyrie when he came back. How they tried to pepper him with more questions just so he can say something else to get suspended again. That was intentional. I'm gonna show you why, and I'm explaining to everybody why. Chuck said again, and I'm talking to a conversation between Etan Thomas, used to play in the league, and Chuck Medino. And Medino said, it's completely ridiculous. And listen, I am someone who has marched with former Nazis who are now against Nazis. And are now on the anti-racism side. And it's their life mission to flip other Nazis. He says, so I am someone who believes to be the greatest extent that reform is possible. But let's take Jerry Jones here. Because we talked about the Jerry Jones article, Herman, and the picture. And put aside the fact that probably 95% of white people in Arkansas in 1957 more than likely shared a certain belief about black people. I think we can safely say that, but not everyone joined a mob to terrorize black students. So there is a difference between racist thoughts and racist actions. And it's important to remember that in 1954, the Brown versus Board of Education was put into law. And one of the ways white people would fight against the law was through mob action. And Jerry Jones was a part of that. So if you are going to tell me he's changed, this the white guy, Chuck, saying this, I need to see it. I see his comments about Colin Kaepernick. I see the fact that he has never had a black head coach. I see him donating $500,000 to Governor Abbott campaign. This doesn't sound like he has changed much since 1957. Then Etan Thomas come back and said, and the same way with Brett Favre. I haven't seen anything where he is trying to make amends after this $77 million Mississippi State Welfare Fund scandal or any evidence that he has changed. They say it's always something with Kyrie. Well, it's always something with Brett Favre, right? Thank you, Herman. Herman, you just got on. Herman, I told you, Herman, I can't write this. This stuff just come to me. Herman, LeBron James. Hold up, y'all. Let me show you what. Let me give you some reference. Watch this. LeBron James.
I got one question for you guys before you guys leave. I was thinking when I was on my way over here, I was wondering why I haven't gotten a question from you guys about the Jerry Jones photo. But when the Kyrie thing was going on, you guys were quick to ask us questions about that.
So, Herman, I'm just giving you a little bit. That's LeBron. Go look at it. Then look how they treated Kyrie when he came back. Watch this.
Group outside, 100, possibly more. They were wearing a shirt called Israel United in Christ. They're a group labeled as a hate group.
I think that's a conversation for another day. I'm just here to focus on the game.
When you decide you're going to react when you say someone's here to talk about basketball?
I would like to be on a platform where I could.
See? You see what I'm talking about? See how they went at it? So, hold on. So, that was Etan Thomas. Now, here come Chuck come back and said, oh, don't get me started. It's the white dude on Brett. He has a long, ugly history. See, this ain't, y'all probably ain't heard this. Y'all probably ain't heard this on your other shows. Watch it. He had a long, ugly history. And I'm not just talking about outwardly supporting Donald Trump. At the height of his racism and Charlottesville and January the 6th, Brett Favre, or the inappropriate messages and nude pictures he sent to the New York Jets game, a game day host, Miss Sturgeon. I forgot he sent the pictures to the girl. I forgot he sent the ding-a-ling pics. Oh, I forgot about old Brad. Oh, man, I forgot about that, y'all. I forgot about that. Hold on. But yes, there is definitely enough history for there to be more upheaval of outrage from the media. So we have to ask, chop shop, boom, boom, room. We got to ask. We finna get smarter today. When y'all watching the news from now on, y'all gonna tell y'all friend, don't even go watch that stuff. Y'all need to watch the chop shop. Watch this. Hold on. So we have to ask, why is the Brett Favre scandal, not given the same attention and scrutiny as Kyrie? The answer could be simply that Brett Favre is not going to produce the amount of clicks that Kyrie will. What's up, champ? Y'all watch this, y'all. Yo, they using us out here. They using us for clicks. I'm laughing at it to keep them crying, champ. Share the show, man. I'm telling y'all ain't gonna get this nowhere else. Sam, watch this, Sam. Oh. But then you have to ask, why is Kyrie going to produce more clicks? Because Brett Favre is retired and Kyrie is an active player. I don't think that's it. This Chuck saying, I don't think that's it. I think it's because of anti-blackness. We have a white customer service base that likes to see black athletes being denigrated and will use black media talking heads like the ones you named before to do the actual denigrating. That's the bottom line. So some will say, no, it's the anti-Semitism. That is a much bigger issue. Well, if that were close, if that were the case, all forms of perceived anti-Semitism would garner the same reaction that Kyrie did, and it doesn't. Hey, y'all, I'm loving this, y'all. I'm loving this, man. I'm loving this. Sam from Harlem, what's up, man? Shannon home. Shannon. Robert Hatter. I'm giving a master class over here, man. Shannon, I'm learning as I'm talking to y'all. I'm taking my own damn notes right now. Etan Thomas come back. Chan, he come back. He said, and to your point, let me read this tweet from Sean King that read, so we now know that Donald Trump just had dinner with one of the most explicit bigots and Holocaust deniers in the world right now. His name, Nick Fuentes. Go look him up. He got a video talking and used the N-word in the video. And Kanye hanging around this clown. But ain't no telling what he gonna do. I need to see if Trump, this Thomas talking about, this Thomas talking about, I need to see if Trump and the people who support him get the Kyrie Irving treatment now. I seriously doubt it. Now, they can't say that Kyrie has more power and influence than Trump. So will there be an outrage over Trump hanging out with this clown, Nick Fuentes? I know it's the first time some of y'all ever heard of him. Right there talking crazy. Better not see him in person. On what they say, on site. Then Chuck came back. Y'all, I'm glad y'all giving me enough time to do this today. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, everybody who helped me. Jimmy, I thank you. I thank you. No, Mars, you got to listen to the article. Anti-blackness makes money. Trump say some anti-blackness, they give more. Are y'all hear me? I'm just figuring this thing out. Anti-blackness is a money maker. Why should I talk about them Favre? Ain't nobody gonna talk about him, Morris. Let's talk about Antonio Brown with his crazy ass. Got a warrant out for his arrest. Let's talk about that. Let's get your clicks. Let's talk about Deshaun Watson. That gets your clicks. Here we go. Chuck came back with a rebuttal. Came back and said, we already know the answer to that. Of course, there won't be. Hold on. Of course, there won't. And Nick Fuentes is a proud white supremacist and racist. He is an actual Holocaust denier and has spewed out actual anti-Semitic rhetoric out of his mouth. And Trump has himself said a lot of perceived, I'll say, anti-Semitic statements. So in comparing the reaction of that to Kyrie, you're right. It's not the same outrage. A few years ago, the guy, Chuck said, he said, I wrote an article with the New York Daily News asking, why are we not critiquing white athletes? This white guy talking now. Whether it's Tom Brady with Trump hat in his locker, or Brett Favre posing in a picture with him on the golf course, where were these same reporters who pressed Kyrie Den, Nick Friedel? Where were you at? I keep calling his name because I don't like him no more. Probably never liked him. Where were the pointed questions that we are seeing repeatedly with Kyrie? I just showed it to y'all. So if we are going to have a media that is critiquing athletes the way they are with Kyrie, okay, that's fine. But let's do it with the white athletes also. Look, Rick, I'm on one today. Rick. LeBron James has got me had the same thing is happening in the boxing world with the potential Terrence Crawford, Earl Spence fight happening. Dudes now just talk bad about Crawford for likes and views. Rick, thank you for coming on and just helping me. Yo, anti-blackness. They probably. It's called, listen to me. Let me tell you something. The lieutenant governor of Georgia tweeting and bragging about, I went into the voting booth the other day, Michael Henderson. The voting booth, the lines were long. Everybody voting, everybody low. But I just couldn't vote for now one of these candidates. I want to talk to him so bad because I want to ask him why. Because I went and looked at on his website, what he believed in, what his voting record was. Then I looked and see what Herschel Walker. They standing on the same stupid ass Republican principles. They're exactly the same. So why he not gonna vote for Herschel Walker? Yeah, I threw it out there. I interpreted it for you. What y'all think? The lieutenant governor, an elected official, statewide elected official in Georgia. That Stacey Abrams, girl, I love you, girl. You had to deal with all of these guys. This man. Why you think he said he ain't gonna vote for now one of them? What both of them two got in common? And then I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna let y'all, cause y'all ain't talking to me today, man. But he said, I ain't talking about what he did. I'm telling you what he said. I can't vote for now one of them. When he get in that booth, he might do it. I ain't talking about that. Why the lieutenant governor, an elected official, make that tweet? He made that tweet for a reason. Trey, I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all better. I'm trying to gift y'all. I'm trying to take you higher. Y'all know why he's saying he ain't gonna fight for now one. Because guess what? They black. Y'all scary ass. I'm just watching y'all. Y'all scared. I had to say it. Scary. Scary, scary, scary. Man, I'm rolling, man. I thought you weren't coming on, man. I'm rolling, man. I can't stop. I can't stop, man. And the guest thing came on, so I mean, you're smoking cigars, but let me close it. Let me close it, Jimmy. Let me close it, Jimmy. Smoke your cigar. Sit back, Jimmy, because they done got me LeBron. Jimmy, can't nobody say nothing about LeBron James no more. I'm a Bron-sexual now. Yeah, I'm with Chris Walker. Yes. I love LeBron. Let me tell you something. LeBron, yes. But let me finish. Let me get a little bit more there, Jim. I'm gonna bring you in here, Jim, because I got my people on the cliffhanger right here, Jim. let me give it to y'all, right? Hold on. What was that? What was that, y'all? Okay. Kyrie's fine. What was I at? What did I say? Oh, white athletes too. That's why I said that's fine, but let's do it with. If you're gonna talk about if you're gonna cover the black athletes and do them like this, let's do the white athletes like this too. Talk about the media, Jim. I'm talking about the media. So Ethan Thomas came back. He in a discussion with Chuck Medino. So Jimmy, he says, so how can Kyrie? He asking the white media guy, how can Kyrie navigate through this? Because it seems like the media is going to continue to press him on topics that they're almost trying to play gotcha with him. He has to meet with the media because that's part, or he'll get fined. So should he just keep repeating the phrase, can you please only ask me about basketball questions, or do he do the Marshawn Lynch? I'm just here so I won't get fined. So Chuck Medina came back, the media guy talking to you. Remember Ethan Thomas used to play in the league, Jim? He came back and said, I tell you what, I thought he turned the Thanksgiving question on his head pretty nicely. I didn't play it for y'all, and I'm sorry. Go find Kyrie, how he did the lady who, after the game, they beat somebody, and Kyrie, the lady, go put her, what do you think about Thanksgiving, when they beat somebody Thanksgiving? And he said, really? Shout out to everybody. Thankful for everybody, but I don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but I'm thankful for everybody who spending time with their families. Man, he was so smooth with that one. My bad, Kyrie. I should have brought it and played it as soon as you played. But I'm just referencing. Y'all go look at it yourself. What the guy said. He said he did that pretty nicely. But Jimmy, I'm gonna try to close out here. He said, I thought it was brilliant how he navigated that. He ended positively. He wished everyone a happy holiday. And he did it with a smile. But he also made the point clear. I'm not personally celebrating Thanksgiving. My mama was an American Indian. That's not in the article, Jim. This is not in the conversation. I'm just letting people know his mama. He's a American Indian descent. Okay, Kyrie Irving. All right. So let me get that right. He said, celebrating Thanksgiving. And I think that is great because it now brings a much larger discussion that is now going on about the actual history of Thanksgiving and the treatment of indigenous people of this country. So I thought he navigated that question brilliantly. So I'll go there. Y'all, I'm going to give y'all some more next week. But I know Jimmy here. I'm going to give y'all some more because I just want y'all educated about this media, man. I want y'all to swap. Everybody telling me, Jimmy, something happened this morning. You know, I can't wait to go watch it. Roland Martin came and kind of, and Stephen A. Smith don't even realize he got his head tore off. And Roland Martin got it. Oh, Mo Elroy, I didn't know he was coming. Okay, all right. I think he's there. He's there. So we got a guest. Ladies and gentlemen, I will finish this conversation next week. I promise you. I'm going to put a footnote to where I stop. We got to come back and talk about this media and how, Jimmy, they got a new. Go back and look at the show. Let's bring our guests on. Let's bring our guests on.
Let me go ahead on and share the show.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm sharing the show to my on my YouTube right now. I'm sharing the show on my Facebook feed as well. And we ask you guys to share the show on this Baby Friday so we can get this thing rocking. We have understand something. There's a lot of talented people that comprise the Boom Boom Room.
Yes, sir.
It's great. We notice a lot of y'all do interact. A lot of times people that's from out of town has met other chop shoppers, while they're in different cities.
Yeah.
That's been cool.
Yeah.
And a lot of times you have no idea that what people do. This is not, this is some very, very smart, wise, and prominent entrepreneurs and people, consumers in this room. So one of them, who's a guy he's a pioneer in regards to a lot of the things. If you go back to the AND1 phenomenon that took place, I watched a movie, I think it was on Netflix or something recently about the AND1, and saw him in the damn documentary, in the movie. It was a recent one. Yeah, and who I'm about to bring in, and it made me think about, like, man, he came to Houston in around almost 20, about 18, 17 years ago, and has been knocking down doors and barriers by raising his family ever since. Now, recently, this young fella got into the movie making business and made a couple of short films, and which another one is going to have a private screening on Sunday. And we're going to give a lot of you, if you're in town, you guys we're going to have some passes for you to come and check out this private screening. I personally like this one because and he's going to tell you about it in a second, and because it has a basketball type flavor to this one. And he had never made a movie. Well,
made a documentary.
That had hit the screen, the short screens,
right.
With the basketball flays. Always been other
He had
stuff.
to get his feet wet, Jimmy. Then he come in now. He said, man, I'm finna come back to my root. He had to come back home.
Yeah.
He had to come back home, man.
And I got my Hicks stick right here. I got one for this next guest. And it's my man, Maurice Mo Elroy. Look at it. There you go.
Hold on. I got something for you, Mo.
He wearing his George Springer hat.
And Jimmy, let me tell you something, man. I will be forever in this guy's debt because every time I go on YouTube and you Google my son's name, the documentary that Mo Elroy did with him when he was choosing his colleges, it makes me, Mo, I'm serious. I almost tear up every time I see it, man. I thank you for if you don't capture that moment, I won't have that moment. You follow me? If you don't capture that moment, if y'all go look up, Robert had a commitment to Cornell. It's just unbelievable. I would have never had those memories. So yeah, I thank you so much, man, for that. If I know I done told you before, but I thank you again. Because we got new people on the show who never. I thank you again, man. Thank you so much, and I can't wait to hear about your new endeavor.
No, man, I appreciate it, man. Like Hicks, man.
What do you do? Click yourself. Oh, I know what happened. Wait, just wait till you come back. Exactly what happened. You got to put your cell phone on Do Not Disturb.
Oh, that's right. Somebody calling him.
Somebody saw you on the chop shop.
Text him, Jimmy. Text him and tell him.
Yeah, you got to put your phone on.
Do not. That's right. Text him and tell him. Text him.
Do not disturb.
Yeah.
Then,
but I can talk about that, y'all. I'll never forget it, man. I'll never. Hold up. Okay, here you go, Jimmy. I got him back. Hey, Mo, you got to put it on Do Not Disturb. Because if anybody call you, they're going to cut you off. You did it?
Good.
Okay. All right. Say no more. All right. Now.
No, so I was just saying, man, it's been a journey. And, you know, just reflecting on everything, you know, like you said, Hatter, man. I remember doing that video with Lil Rob and the Harrison twins and Rashid and LJ and like all those, Daniel House. And if you don't capture those moments, you know, with a video, you know, it don't serve the same purpose, right? A picture is cool, but actually Robert on the phone telling that coach, you know, coach, man, you know, I'm gonna go somewhere else.
Yes.
Different element, you know, so being able to capture that was pretty cool, man.
Did you ever do that with anybody else?
Not that.
Because he called the coach, let people know, he called the coach where he wasn't going to go, he called him first and gave him the bad news. Then he called the other coach, and it was crazy. But keep going, Mo. That was crazy.
So, you know, I was just saying, man, like those moments kind of prepared me, you know, for what I'm doing currently. You know, I was in the gym. I lived in the gym with that camera for years. Got a lot of practice and networking and building, and a different endeavor, man. I actually love what I'm doing on the film side. And so I'll just kind of tell you guys a little bit about the new project. So in 1998, Spike Lee dropped He Got Game, right? And you know, classic movie, you know, Ray Allen, Denzel Washington, Rosario Dawson, right? It was just a dope film. But I always felt like Spike didn't close the chapter completely. I kind of felt like I was left hanging a little bit, like most filmmakers would. But I wanted to close the gap. And so I had an idea like 3 years ago to create this reimagined sequel. And I shot it, you know, obviously with pandemic and not being from New York, living in New York, I had to kind of build a film tribe and, you know, went out there and shot it 5 days. And it was incredible, man. You know, I got some really dope cameos in this project, you know, some New York legends in it. Actually, the kid that's playing the lead role is the #1 ninth grader in his class in New York. So I'm telling you, y'all don't understand, man. It was crazy just putting it all together. We shot for 5 days, and I'm dropping the trailer, well, the short film, if you will, tomorrow. So I'm flying to Chicago tomorrow, go to my hometown. So I got, you know, family, friends, high school, college, grammar school. That's going to be crazy. Then I'm going to New York on Saturday. That's going to be stupid because, again, all of the staff, all of the cast, rather, is from New York. And then I'll be, you know, my new home, I'll be home in Houston on Sunday. So it'll be like a little mini tour. It should be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Where would they be released at? Where would the film be released? What places? I'm talking about. Do you have certain? I know you got it mapped out, but is it a theater? Or are you gonna have a?
Yes.
How you gonna do it? How you gonna do it?
I'm doing 2 theaters. So it'll be a theater in Chicago.
Okay.
The theater in New York. In Houston, I'm doing the East End Backyards, outdoor venue.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I like over there. That's nice.
That should be fun. But it's a 15, 17-minute piece that only those people will be able to see. I may not release that until later on, but I do have a 3.5-minute trailer that I'm going to put out to the world. So I was really inspired by a filmmaker named Morgan Cooper. Morgan Cooper, man, did the Bel Air trailer like 4 years ago, which obviously spun into this new series that Peacock and Will Smith did.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Unbelievable, man. So I was like, dang, that was such a profound piece, right? To be able to tell a story. So I don't want to give away any of the story.
No.
I just think I hope people can come out. You know what I'm saying? I'm here in Houston on Sunday. If you follow me on Instagram, you can find like all the links and stuff to RSVP. But it's a free event.
What time?
6 p.m. We're gonna start.
Okay.
We step and repeat. We'll have some merch.
Okay.
Pay what you want for the merch. You pay $1, you pay $2, you pay $5. Pay whatever you want for the merch. We got T-shirts. We got custom shoestrings. Like it's some pretty cool stuff, man. It should be fun.
Okay. All right. I like that.
And now, once again, the name of the movie is what?
Still Got Game. Yes, sir. One of the best titles in the world.
He got game. And Mo, you know what's so funny? I'm sitting there been thinking about you. I thought that was just me because I never shared this with anybody. I thought the film left me saying, man, whoa. What the hell going on? The film left me empty. And Spike Lee do stuff like that, Yeah. So, and I'm glad you had the wherewithal to say, hey, man, a filmmaker, because see, I wasn't going to do nothing about it. Filmmaker like you come along and say, hey, man, I got to do something. Man, I can't wait. So it's how many minutes long?
It's like 15 minutes long.
So it's a short film also.
Well, it's a short film. So my mentor, she's always telling me, her name was Caroline Robinson. Shout out to Caroline. She's always telling me to have intention with my projects. Because usually I'll do stuff just to kind of get it out of my mind.
Right.
To the next one. So with this one, I have true intention. So I want Spike to see this. I want Reality to see it. I want we've already kind of outlined 4 seasons. I want to be able to tell this in an episodic, format and not a part 2 of a movie. So imagine Still Got Game being 4 seasons over a player's freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior year. I think it could be dope. So I put it into the atmosphere, you know what I'm saying?
No, that's
I'm already in Spike Lee DM, like, man, pull up to us on in New York. So we'll see what happens.
Okay. Did he respond?
Say it again.
Did he respond?
Of course not. Nah, he ain't respond.
That's all right. Hey, Mo, that's all right. We'll talk off air. You mentioned a couple of names that I can get you to. So we'll talk off air.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure the universe gonna do what it's supposed to do, man. I'm a firm believer in that. I think like I said, having this kid, this kid is Hicks. Oh, Hicks is even in the joint.
I ain't going to see it now. You just messed the damn movie up, Mo.
Look, Hicks, I got Hicks voiceover, and I got Buff voiceover too. Buff hit me, said he gonna be in Chicago tomorrow, so he gonna come to tomorrow's event. So
that's good, man.
Elvis, man, I got New York Legend featured in it. It was good, man. I thoroughly enjoyed the process of making it. It's stressful as all hell.
Yeah.
And a lot that goes into making a movie, probably similar to doing production and events, Hicks and Hatter, because you're relying on so many different people. I have an amazing team, amazing producers, but if anything happens, if anything goes wrong, right? If my lead actor is sick that morning, we gotta do a completely pivot.
Absolutely.
And it happens a lot when you're on set and you're trying to figure it out. So it's just a constant, flux. And it's funny, Hicks, you mentioned And One. I always feel like your past experiences, you don't even know that it's helping you for the future. But that's how events at And One was. It was hectic. It was hectic. You know what I'm saying? Trying to find shoes for players and where this player at and trying to do this and do that on game day. And it kind of prepares you for the hustle and bustle, man. So
I got a question. How much? See, this is what people don't understand. All the footage, how much you left on the cutting room floor that you wanted to get in.
Oh my God, it's inevitable. I'm sure after you guys do a show every day,
right?
And I'm sure you say, "Dang, I wish I would have said that when Hicks said that," or every day. You know what I mean? So in my mind, I'll think about shots that I wish I would have gotten, or lines we would have done. You know, it's just it's a constant thing. Not for 5 days. So think about that. 5 days of footage condensed to 15 minutes, condensed to minutes.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost a perfection. You know, I go through like 20, 30 different edits with my editor. It's like it's not a game, man. It's no joke.
True. I wanted to share with you something because I've been blessed to be on several movie sets before, and I didn't realize. And people don't. And I don't know if anybody who have never been Mo. Sometimes they shoot the ending of the show in the beginning. Like when we first got there, they shooting up the end of the movie. I said, what the hell is going? I mean, I do you know what I'm talking about? Cause it blew me away, Jimmy, when we got, especially when Penny was in a movie or something. We filming the stuff that happened at the end. In the beginning. That's what I said, what the? So it'll throw you off if you're trying to
I mean, you don't shoot anything in sequential order. You know what I'm saying? Everything is printed off of, you know, locations and producing this from afar and not being in New York was difficult because I had to rely on my producer that's there. But you got to book locations and site visits and
what about wardrobe?
I had a stylist and everything. But again, here's what I did that was different. The movie came out in 1998, so I can't make the movie quote unquote present day. So my movie starts in 2013.
Oh, that's a good year. That's a good year.
Yeah.
That's a good year. I like that year. Right.
Yeah. That's the year Robert Haller Jr. the third came out of.
He came out. Yeah. That's a great year for me, Mo.
Of course, you guys just tune in, Mo Elrod. Now, tell me this, Mo. Where is there a website right now? There's some viewers right now. We're gonna ask you guys, can you please share the show right now? And if you could, there are people we know we have viewers in Chicago. I see Thaddeus Moody says, "What's up, Mo?" He's in Chicago. He said, "How can he roll up to the screening in Chi-Town?" And he got some other people down there. So for the Chicago, that's Friday. Right. What's the details? And do you have a link or a website where they can go?
Yep.
To get signed up or get RSVP.
Yep. So Thaddeus, man, if you got Instagram, just hit me. It's Maurice Elrod. It's Maurice Elrod. MAURICE. Well, you see my name on the screen. Then everything is there. So the link, all the information, the details. You know, like I said, man, we got free food. We got free food in Houston. We got Wingstop coming through.
Oh yes, sir.
Yeah, it should be dope. It should be a good.
Give it to me one more time, Mo. It's.
Yep. So it's Maurice Elrod is my Instagram. I got to get a haircut. I'm looking crazy.
That's all right. Hey, all you directors be looking damn crazy. Have you ever seen Richard Friedman?
Look, Opie Cunningham. You see how he used to look back in the day?
Yeah. What's forget? I met Jerry Brockenheimer. He was at the races in Austin, the Formula One races. They do him and Tom Cruise is doing a movie about Formula One. So he was on site and doing whatever he do, what the hell he was doing. And I got to meet, and he was Mo. You look way better than his ass. he was looking like a hippie. Y'all do me a favor and go look up Jerry Brockenheimer, and he was looking up 10 times worse than that. So you artistic guys, y'all kind of, it's all right. It's all right. But Mo, I got a question. Yeah, I got to get that information. The reason I'm getting the information because Robert live in New York. I'm gonna make sure he comes up there Saturday, right? Saturday, right?
Saturday.
And I'm gonna make sure but he probably still got your number. I'm gonna make sure you y'all hook up. I'm gonna make sure that happens. Yeah. So,
Yeah, and of course on Saturdays screening in New York City. What's the location for that? What's the venue and the time?
Okay, so let me go back. So in
Okay.
Chicago's tomorrow.
Okay.
Facets Theater, right?
Okay.
North downtown Chicago. I got I should know the address off the top of my head, but I don't know it. You look up FACETS, Facets Theater in Chicago. In New York, we in Harlem. We at the Maysles Documentary Center. That's MAYSLES. That's right on, I think it's 125th and MLK or Lenox, one of them.
Oh, that's my spot. Mo, I might have to fly up there on you, Mo. I got Mo, I got to go. Mo, do me a favor, Mo. Do me a favor. When you go up there, Mo, please go by Adam Clayton Powell's building. It's right there. And take a picture in front of it of his statue for me and send it to me. If I'm not making, just do that for me. I need that in my life right now. That's my dude. But keep going, man. Keep going, man. So it's the Maysles Center. What is it? Harlem Maysles what?
It's Maysles Documentary Center.
Okay, Documentary Center. Okay.
This is an independent theater. So is Facets. Which is super, super cool, man. They're easy to work with. And then, like I said, in Houston, it's gonna be East End. So I think the weather gonna be pretty decent. So be cool, man. No, at least we're gonna get no rain. Once on rain, we straight.
Okay, that's good. Hey, it ain't gonna rain on our place. All we need is 15 minutes of sunshine. We good.
Let me tell you something. So on the fifth day of shooting, the first 4 days were all interior shots, locations.
Okay.
The fifth day was outdoor.
And it rained.
It was supposed to rain all day.
And it didn't.
And it didn't.
Wow.
It rained for like 2 hours. Man, I'm telling you.
Look at it move for you.
That was the day, so like I said, man, filming is an act of God, man. It takes so much to come together. It takes so much to come together, man. Unless you've been on set, like you said before, Hatter, or just kind of experienced it, it's no joke, man. It's no joke.
I had fun though, Mo, because I didn't have your responsibility. I was with the talent. So everything was great for me. What you want, Mr. Hatter? What you want, Mr. Hatter? Everything was great for me. But you being the director and being oh man, boy, you wear probably 2 or 3 hats. And wait a minute. So you went up there in New York? You remotely directed the film from up there?
Oh, I flew there.
Oh, you flew there? Okay. For them 5 days. Okay. I got you.
5 days. And it's kind of like how you guys operate with your show.
Okay.
You got a chemistry. And I'm sure, as much as y'all probably getting each other's nerves, chemistry, it works, right?
Oh, yeah.
I have a really strong crew here in Houston that, once you got your film tribe, man, you kind of hold on to them. My DP, which is director of photography, that's the fancy name. Basically, he's a camera guy.
Yeah.
Young brother, 22 years old. His name is Reese Prophet. Incredible dude, man. So, I had to fly him up. And then obviously he had a crew that he works with.
Get them.
My producing partner, her name is Jessica Law Davis. She's here in Houston as well. I worked with her from the beginning of all of my projects. So I don't feel comfortable not working with her on projects.
That's
good.
good.
Got to be a part of it, right? So amazing, resourceful. It's a film crew. It's a film community here in Houston, man. And I know it's definitely building and networking and being able to support each other. Is valuable, man. So I hope people can come out. I hope people like it. I hope people, it provokes some type of thought. Because again, like you said, Hatter, man, like I was like, man, Spike, so like the Denzel threw the ball over and it landed at Big State, and Ray Allen looking at the ball, I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
What happened? but you know what I love about what you're doing? And you say you got a film tribe. I'm listening to you now and your word, and we got a great film tribe here in Houston. But I'm a guy, and everybody be laughing at me because when I go to the movies, I always sit down at the end and watch the credits. And I watch, like you said, it's certain people that these same people gonna always be on their film. Yes. I've been watching these names. Robbie Reed worked with some people. This other lady, Blightwood, worked with some people. I'm sitting there watching these names. They work with certain directors and certain creators and certain. So I'm sitting there laughing because you just made me.
No, it's real. It's real. Even if you look at Spike movies, Spike movies, man, he has a lot of the same actors.
Yes.
Chemistry. Once I know if I'm Hicks, I know how they're gonna say that. It's a vibe that you have, and so when you have that, you don't want to disrupt it. You know what I'm saying? Understand why certain directors work with the same people because it's a good chemistry there, man. So no, you're absolutely right about that. I didn't understand it until I got into it.
I just used to I like to watch the credits.
Yeah,
I'm a credit. I want to know who that song that is. The directive cinematography. See, watching Academy Awards, they're giving all these damn awards. I want to know why they getting him this award.
Right.
You follow me?
Yeah, so all the terms, a gaffer and
yes, the grip. Right.
Producer, all those things. Right. Once you win it, you start figuring it out.
And, who is the executive producer?
Me.
I figured that. Who? Wait a minute. Who? So you okay? Hey y'all, the executive producer. Y'all see that? They are the ones who go secure the funds and administrate the funds. They are the ones. Them the one. When you see that executive producer under there, boy, they got an awesome responsibility.
They finance the flick. That's why a lot of
go get the people to finance.
A lot of them have a lot more and more nowadays have more than one executive producer.
Yeah,
you see on some of the credits.
You know why, Jimmy? These movies are so expensive now.
That's what I'm saying. More and more. You
gotta have help. You gotta have help. Look at most of them. Boy, I could have used some help, but you got it done, baby.
Yeah, got it done. And that's the most important part, man. I would say to anybody, here's what I was driving. I was driving the other day, and I was thinking, I'm sure somebody had an idea similar to I did about the film. Like, man, I wonder what would have happened. But I was like, man, I'm the only one that did it.
I just said yes. Yeah.
And the whole execution part, like you said, man, it's important. We all have ideas. We all got, great things that we think about. But like taking step A to B to C, through to Z, man, it's an arduous task. But it's rewarding too. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And if people don't like it, still did it though. You know what I'm saying?
So, hey, and let me tell you something. I can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait to hear Jimmy's voiceover. That's when I'm like a fool in there.
Oh, Hicks killed it. I said I gave him little parameters, like just do it like this. And one take, killed it.
Boy, I'm glad you got one take because when me and him be filming, boy, me and him be going about 1,000 takes. I'll start laughing, he'll start laughing. I'll be laughing. I mean, it's the craziest thing. Cause he gonna write something on a piece of paper like this. And then I said, man, I'm not listening to that piece of paper. I'm just talking. And I always mess it up. Then he'll come back the second time and mess it up. I said, boy, so I'm glad you did a face. He know your time was money. So he said, no, I got to go in on the first take.
He
Yeah,
did it.
man. That's of course, Mo Elrod, guys. I mean, he still got game. The name of the film, and it's going to be a screening. You come on out if you're in Chicago, New York City, or Houston. Houston there'll be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, one screening in each city this weekend. And of course, you guys, courtesy, come on up to join the Chop Shop on Sunday, 6 p.m. at where's the location? Is it East End? What is it?
East End Backyard.
East End Backyard.
East End Backyard. And that's near. What is that near? If you describe what is it near?
It's on 45, like near. It's on the other side of U of H, like just.
Oh yeah, right down in there. Yeah.
Right there.
Hey, Jim, it's outdoors, Jimmy. So guess what? You can bring the hick sticks out there, baby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hick sticks.
Hick sticks out there.
Ain't no can bring, we'll bring. We don't have the hit sticks.
And the
out there.
magazine.
You guys,
Hey.
you come out there. Hey, I'm telling you. And you come out there on Sunday, you get 2 or more hick sticks, and we give you a copy of the magazine.
Wow.
Complimentary.
Hush your
That's what we
mouth.
do. Or a shirt while supplies last, depending on what size we have left. We'll bring as he say, we'll bring some merch out there for you.
Yeah,
on
we'll
Sunday.
bring some merch out there.
Oh, but we definitely gonna have. Hey, we gonna
And don't forget my consulting fee.
We're gonna have some haze. We're gonna have some haze up in the sky. That's for sure. It's a good smoke right here.
Hey, Mo. Speaking of haze in the sky, Mo. I'm gonna talk about something else before we leave here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching the Bayou Classic the other day.
Okay.
Do you know what popped on the screen?
I don't.
Jimmy, you ain't seen it? I think I taped it.
I didn't watch the Bayou Classic.
Jimmy, that camera caught a dude. He had already rolled up the blunt and he trying to seal it. It's on camera. He's sealing it with the lighter.
No, but they said it looked it like that.
No, Jimmy, that man, no, it wasn't look like. Hold up, don't you know I can bring it up?
That's somebody told me about that, and they say it looked like it, but they said it was something else.
No, that was a blunt, man. That was a blunt, man. You better be glad. I thought I had put it in here. Wait a minute. What's the name of the Bayou Classic? I thought I had put it in. I didn't. I guess I didn't. I did. Man, I want to find that for y'all. Jimmy. Oh, I thought I had it. Jimmy, that was a blunt, player. Oh, here it is. Hold on. Mo. Watch this, Mo. What the hell you lighting a damn rib for, Jimmy? That was a blunt, man. That man finna smoke. Look at them lips.
They give him up. You see, hey, homeboy next to him.
I'm sorry to bring that up, y'all, but I saw that. I knew I put it on there. I was gonna show it to y'all last week.
So understand something. First of all, when you see those cams that do that, there's like at least 7 to 12 cameras in every ball game, right? And they have a producer that gives the okay to activate a certain camera onto the screen that the public can see. Well, that camera is like a kiss cam. They're already scanning certain areas that their section is. So this guy, that cameraman, had already been on him. He must have been a weed smoker himself. He was like, that's a good one right there. And the people didn't realize they automatically clicked it on and got it in there.
Jimmy, I don't know what kind of rib that was. These people constantly talking about the rib. They've been watching Jimmy. They've been listening to clickbait. I just showed you the damn picture. It looked like a blunt. Y'all talking about a rib? Oh, my God. What kind of rib was that? That one of them Chris Rock's ribs in that movie talking about I just want one rib. Yeah, and he had one rib, lighting it up. It looked like everybody was finna smoke. Wait a minute, everybody was finna eat off that rib. I think they got more again. They got more.
I guess Kevin Freeman said he swag.
Yeah, man. Y'all, hey, who is that on there talking that smack? Who is that on there? D. Holcomb. Talking about that's a real. Mo, you coming back? Yeah, we get Jimmy. We can get out. That man talking about Triple J real.
But once again, of course, we and I was.
Oh, he back. He back.
I'm trying to see if I have the link somewhere.
You got a link for what?
To give to them.
Mo?
To put their stuff. I'm trying to see if I have the link. And
is it a link to the movie? Is it a link? It's a link, Mo, to go to the movie. Oh, you muted yourself, Mo. You muted.
There is a link.
Okay, let me see. Somebody that already signed in. Oh, he didn't got off the phone. They
blowing him up.
Yeah,
everybody trying to get them passes.
Yeah, everybody trying to get them passes. Well, y'all gonna get a pass if it's free to get in. You know, maybe have a little VIP.
Yeah, RSVP. That's the thing. They have to. I'm looking.
Find out how many people gonna be there.
It's on Eventbrite, and I'm trying to search it now, guys, to see. Still got
somebody that already did it on here, Jimmy.
There it is.
Oh, you got it?
Did? I see the Houston. I see it. I see all three of them. They separate.
Okay. All right. It's called Still Got Game, right?
I'm going to put the link on here for the Houston one right here. Hold on. We came a long way with this social media stuff. Here we go. Houston screening. And I'm just helping you guys out. We'd love to see you guys come on out and make sure. There we go. That's the Houston screening link. And let me put it on the YouTube page now for you guys.
We're getting you back in there, Mo. I told you that you got do not disturb. You got to get them.
Yeah.
Still got game.
Still got game.
We working it out over here, Mo.
Tina say, how do you see it if you're not in one of those screening cities? Fly there, huh? Get there.
You just got to wait. You got to wait, baby, till after the screening go on.
I'm sorry, Miss Tina. No, but I will be dropping, Miss Tina. I will be dropping the trailer, which is a smaller version of it, in about a week and a half. So,
yeah, Jimmy, I don't know how you found it. I couldn't find it. I'm gonna get it.
When you go in Eventbrite and just search.
Oh, in Eventbrite. Okay, I didn't go to Eventbrite. Okay.
Go Eventbrite and just search Still Got Game.
Calling the hell out of Mo.
And once you do so, see, I'm looking right now.
I went to Google.
Here's the Chicago. I'm putting this is the Chicago one up for you guys now. And then once I put these up, and then it's the Chicago screening.
Man, I hope y'all come out, man.
On Friday.
Oh,
what's the capacity? What's the you want to? What happens if too many people show up, Mo? What's gonna happen? What are you gonna do?
So that's possible, especially in New York. So here's the kind of the run of show. So the first hour will be more like a mixer, kind of like a meet and greet. People just coming in. Got videographers in each market, taking pictures, doing videos and stuff. Step and repeat backdrop. It's pretty cool. And then I'll start the screenings the second hour. So if we start at 7 for the mixer, at 8 p.m., we'll start the screenings. I'll do like 3 back to back to back. Maybe like a 5 or 10 minute gap in between.
Oh, okay.
Everybody won't be there at the same time. People will straggle in, come late, whatever. I want to be able to show it more than one time. So I'll show it 3 times throughout the course of the night. And then at the very end of the night, we'll do a Q&A. So I have, mentioning, you mentioned And1. So one of my, young guy named TJ Baker, he interning back in the day, man, at And1 when I was there. He's a host now, so he hosts Maryland games, football, basketball, Villanova games. So he's hosting all 3 markets. So we'll do a Q&A with him. Obviously in Chicago, I wrote this, and then I had 2 co-writers on this one. So 2 of my college buddies will be in Chicago with me, and then in New York we got the entire cast, that will be there in New York for the Q&A, and then in Houston I'm sure I'll have the majority of the crew, all of my crew, the DP, the producer, they all live here in Houston. So we'll have a nice little Q&A mix at the end, and it should be a fun time. I'm looking forward to it, honestly.
Man,
Oh,
you're doing
man.
stuff, man. I like that, man. I'm saying I love this. That's why we
Yeah.
support. You remember we was I love your other short films.
Man,
So
I appreciate
I mean, food was good there too.
Yeah, you had them scrimp over there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You had them scrimp. He had getting loose juice over there too. They gonna have some. Hey, you got something? Hey, you gotta have something to go with my hick sticks now. I need me some social consumption.
Man, bring your own, man. You outdoors. Bring your little bottle. You bring your little old pouch. That little purple pouch.
I got that with the basketball grip. I got that one too now. I got that one too.
Yeah, I got the link, man. I can't vote. I'm so proud of you, man. Thank you so much. Y'all don't know. I'm inside. I'm just going crazy because I just love to see this happening, man. It's just I can't wait to watch the film.
Yeah, I know. I appreciate it, man. Seriously, like.
Think about this, Mo, before you go there. This probably where Swagger started.
Mm-hmm.
The movie Swagger, with KD picked up. This probably, like you said, that guy did the Bel Air. He did it, but Bel Air now turned into it morphed into something else. Man, I see it. I see it, man, and let's just make it happen, y'all. Let's come out support. Let's make it where you. I don't know how big the place is, and I know you say it's outdoors. Let's make it where people, let's make it where people just got to stand.
Stand in the room only, man.
Stand in the room only.
Yeah,
hey, man. People, you know what? I've recently just threw my hands up and realized, because for years, a lot of us would pass by and we hear about lines everywhere, and we wonder, and each one of us probably stood in a good line our damn self at one point in time. But we wonder, why the hell would they stand in line that long for some tennis shoes? Why would they stand? And in Houston, they got a donut shop that people stand in line in front of every damn they got I forgot what it's called, Voodoo or something like that.
Voodoo.
When they first opened up, people was around the block down Richmond daily. Then they got people standing in line for pies at one of the pie places in Houston every year. You didn't see a line going all the way down Kirby or the House of Pies, all the way down Kirby, down near the Eddie V's. The line was down every year, and they said they interviewed a person. How they know a couple of them said, part of the experience, we look forward to standing in line.
And I'm a dude that hate to wait on anything.
But they don't want to go and vote.
Oh, they probably vote. If you're getting a pie, you're probably voting. You're getting a pie.
You don't want to. You okay for standing in them lines?
But them dudes is getting them tennis shoes, waiting outside them tennis shoes. Some of them probably ain't vote. They don't want to know. But I just want to know where this damn place at, was waiting in line. Man, I'm gonna pass by the ass and say, look here, I got something for y'all to do for these hours. Them hours, them ain't standing in line. No, sir. They stood in line. Hold up, y'all. Did y'all see? Bo, I don't know if you saw any games last night. Jason Tatum went off in front of the future king and queen last night. The Prince of Wales and the Princess of Wales was at the game last night, and he hit 49 on them. With the
having an MVP type year.
He should have hit 50. That 50 we'd have been talking about. You know that 50, when you hit that 50, that's a signature moment. And guess what? When Jimmy, the reason I said that, Jimmy, I was thinking about you talking about the lines. It was raining in Boston and cold, and them folks standing out listening to what he was talking about. He's talking about climate change. It was a good thing he talking about climate change where it's raining and cold in that. So it's a good thing. But I just wanted to share that. If y'all can look that up if y'all want to go check it out. Yeah.
And of course, being in H-Town, speaking of basketball, Mo Elrod, filmmaker, Still Got Game, is going to be screening in 3 cities: Chi-Town, New York City, and Houston, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Scroll up on the timelines. You'll see the links to each one. We have get your complimentary seats, access. Remember, he's going to feed you. He's going to quench your thirst. He's going to have merch, right? And we're going to get it in. And, of course, I'm going to be in the building if you're in the H-Town League with these Hick sticks. But if I'd have known about that before, I might as well have dipped on out. You could have told me something, Mo. I'd have dipped out. Hey, what the temperature is in Chicago or New York? What's the temperature?
I think it's like 50, 60. Come on.
But you gonna be indoors though.
What about New York? What's the temperature up there right now?
About
50?
50.
I don't care what cold. New York, I want it to be cold. I want to wear them coats.
Now, if I go up there in December, I gotta pull my skunk out.
Yeah,
I gotta pull my skunk out. Yeah. I gotta put my Peter on, baby. I put my Peter on. I come up there, man. Make them my Peter on. It ain't cold enough, Mo. Let me know when it gets chilly. Then I'm coming up there with my dilly on. You know what I'm saying? That's how we gonna do. Hella, we roll up there like we gotta get going and get yours.
They gonna think I'm from Detroit where I pull up in there. I'ma change chinchillas every day.
Yeah.
They gonna think I'm from Detroit. I'm serious. But man, I don't know. I know I got to do something this weekend. Y'all, hey Mo, I'm a granddaddy now, Mo. Just fresh. Baby was born 11/21. So everything is geared toward him now. Can't nobody else get nothing. Junebug gets it all now, boss. Yes.
Congratulations.
Yeah, man, he get it all. So, yeah, boy, I wish I could. Hey, let me tell you something. By the time he grow up big enough, we going to be flying to premieres of your other movies. How about that?
Oh, hey, man. Don't stop. I'm shooting my first feature in March. So, I'm just continuing to keep going, man.
Okay, let's work. Let's work.
What's the difference between a feature film and a short film?
Longer.
Longer.
Like an actual movie. I'm going to make my first full feature-length movie in March.
About an hour and a half?
Yep.
Hour 15, hour and a half, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
Come on,
hey,
man.
Jim.
Jimmy, I might not know I might not know how to shoot no movie, but I'd have been around the movie business enough, buddy. Boy, it's a unique business, Doc. Unique business.
Man. Indeed, man. This, of course, is going to be a great thing. Great weekend. Good weather. As we can see in far as the weather report, it's on Sunday. Don't look like it's going to be any rain in H-Town. It's going. So I'm looking forward to it. And
Sam, you got a question. Sam, you got a question for Mo.
Sandra, shoot away with the question. She has a question coming up for you. Meanwhile, I want to ask you, being in Houston at this point in time, and what have you seen in basketball in the amateur sector? How does it feel, and what's your thoughts on University of Houston becoming the #1 team in the nation?
Easy, huh? That's crazy. That's all I got. Listen, I went to go buy, I like a nice little brim, little New Era hat.
Right.
I bought a hat yesterday, and I was this close from buying the U of H hat. I never even thought about buying the U of H hat until last night. And so Galen Robinson, y'all know G.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
You got a clothing line.
Yes. And he got a U of H jacket I bought. I hope it arrives before Sunday. I want to wear it on Sunday.
Oh, you just got it.
Is he supposed to be shipping it to me? So I'm praying that it arrives before Sunday.
Okay, I got it.
It's a U of H jacket, and that boy is clean.
Right.
No, man, it's good for the city. I'm hopeful that it translates over, even though it's on the women's side, it's not the men's #1 in the country, but I hope it kind of permeates and trickles to the women, and they get more fanfare to their gym. It's major, man. It's major for the city. There aren't that many schools that's right in the middle of the city. You know what I'm saying? Like that stuff is super dope.
Right.
And Sampson, man, has done a tremendous job. I mean, everywhere he goes, he does a great job, but he's definitely turned that program around. I'm looking forward to see how far they can go.
Me too. That's
Man.
especially with Final Four being here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the question you got to answer from Sandra. Back flipping gears, pivoting back to the movie and the filmmaking. What's the difference between based on a true story, and when they say that?
What's the and, Sandra?
Okay, what's the based on a true story and what?
And based on a not true story. Let's use that.
So based on a true story, so you got to always think like when you see a movie and it's like it's a true story based on a true story. For the most part, it probably is, but you got to sensationalize it to make it, appealing and attractive. You know what I'm saying? So, based on a true story, pretty much just means that the majority of the elements is true. This actually what happened. Okay. If you see something that says, so I think another one I've seen where it says like true life events. You might have seen that before. Mm-hmm. Story, like even story by. This, like you said, there's so many different credits, right?
Right.
So story by means it's just my story. I created it. Mm-hmm. Doesn't mean I wrote it, right? So if you get story by credit, is I gave maybe Hicks the idea of the story and he had to write the story. So then now it's the written credits. And it's a fight for that stuff too. That means a lot. When you can get your name, directed by associated director.
Yeah.
The fight in this game. But Sam, I would say it's just some true elements to a story, based on a true story.
Yeah, and somebody else had a question for you, and they asked, that's Jeremy says, Mo, did you ever make that Houston AAU basketball movie?
I did not, man. That's like a so there's a couple of things I want to be able to do in Houston, and Hicks is helping me with one of the projects. So I want to be able to do like I guess I want to call it 30 for 30s, but I want to be able to tell some Houston-based sports stories. So we're working on one. I'll announce it. We're working on one right now. We're in the early stages with Tack Minor, and want to be able to tell Tack's story, in a feature form, right? Hour and a half, 2-hour documentary. I want to be able to tell the story of the AAU organizations from the very, very beginning, here in Houston. With Hayes Select, with Hicks and his storyline, and obviously fast forward all the way up to the Hoops and Texas Pro and the Defenders and the Raptors, everybody in between. It's a lot to tell, right? In those stories.
Got some interesting characters in them stories.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Inspired by true events. So Sam, it's probably pretty much the same.
Yeah.
About the same. It's just differently.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of that, looking back on the film that was recently released, I want to say on Netflix, about the AND1 and the truth, what happened to the AND1, and how much of that was pretty much on the mark, and what part it sticks out that was like, man, that you dispute?
Oh man, so there was 2 documentaries that came out. One was on ESPN, 30 for 30, with the guy named Set Free. It was called The Greatest Mixtape Ever. So Set Free created the whole concept of the AND1 mixtape, taking the basketball and putting it with music. He had a musical background. That changed the whole world. I mean, I remember being, in college, literally going to Foot Action to get the tape. And watching that boy over and over and over and over and over and over again, like everybody else around the country. And like I said, the irony is, I was working there like 5 years later, right? So that was such a surreal moment of being able to watch those tapes as a kid coming up, and then realizing you can play basketball, but you ain't that good. You got to get a job, right? So one fell into my lap, but it didn't fall into I forced my hand in that situation. Very, very persistent and there. But with the second documentary was on Netflix, and that was told primarily from the owner's perspective and then some of the players. I'm actually working on, that's the thing with film, you just never know what's going to hit, right? So I'm actually working on a scripted series for the AND1 mixtape players as well. Kind of how Wu-Tang did, with their show on Hulu. I would say with the storyline, let me answer your question, because I was there. I felt like AND1 was when you have a product. If I want to sell, this ruler, right? If I want to sell this ruler, I'm in my daughter's room. If I want to sell this ruler, in my mind, before I put it out to market, I have an idea who my customer base is, or I think I do. But once I release this ruler, the people are going to tell me who it's for. And so if you remember in the early part of the documentary, the original owners, they wanted to fight against Nike. They wanted to rival Nike. And at the time,
I saw that.
And we all realized that's a hard battle to fight. They got, a 20-year gap on you. They got the best athletes in the world. They got Michael Jordan at the time. Like, that's going to be tough. So then when the mixtape came out, it became like, oh, this is for the streets. This is for playground basketball. This is for street ball players. And they had a very hard time making that adjustment. They didn't want to be a street ball brand, but street ball was keeping them lights on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ask anybody during that time period, if you was rocking AND1, it wasn't because of the NBA guys, because the mixtape players were on TV every day. You know what I'm saying? This is an era where you don't have access to LeBron like you do now. You just go on Instagram and you see everything LeBron does. Well, back then there was you didn't see NBA players unless you went to a game or you ran into them somewhere. But those AND1 guys was on TV every day. They was in the streets, in the community. So they were much more, easy to touch. And because of that, their fanfare was incredible. But they wasn't comfortable with being, a street ball brand. And then also, too, to be honest with you, giving all that power to those players. Like that wasn't comfortable with that. So they tried to make it feel like, it wasn't about them. It was about the NBA players. And I'm like, come on, dude. Like, at the time, our biggest NBA player that we ever had was KG. And we all know big men don't really sell sneakers. So it was like, yeah, you got this, amazing talent of an athlete, but he not moving more units than Hot Sauce would, or at the time, the Professor. And it's just the reality of it. But, it is what it is.
Yeah. So, and I mean, I watched that, man. It's like, man, that thing's seemed like yesterday with the AND1 project and how those guys came and went. Skip to Malou. I mean, he lives in Houston now, and
Yes,
and it's kind of like people walk by him, and these kids don't even know who Skip to Malou is.
It's a travesty.
They don't even know who he is. They just walk by him at the concession stand, like, he getting a hot dog, they getting a nacho, and it's like, excuse me, sir, let me get a napkin, like, not, and it's like they don't even know who I'm like, wow.
Jimmy, it ain't their fault. It's called movement and memory. We not giving it to them. We that's why we try to bridge stuff on this show to bridge that gap. A lot of kids don't know who he is. I mean, we can't blame the kids for not knowing who he is. Somebody got to hand it down to you. Somebody got to let you know them stories have to be told. That's why it's so important that we narrate our own stories. That's why I'm shout out to you, Mo. You narrating out, this is a story you narrating. This ain't a story that somebody else outside of this community is narrating. So it's important. It's called movement and memory. Jim, we got to start letting people know. That's when I love when you come on the show and talk about all of these guys. You be doing it, talking about all these guys that played in high school. I don't know nothing about. But guess what? You, through your talking, you have helped us bridge the gap between, I don't know nothing about those guys. I wasn't going to no high school, but you helped bridge the gap. It's called, and that thing is called movement and memory. We have to do more of that. And these kids will know. Like you said, these kids don't even know who TJ Ford is. That's our fault because we are not talking and giving these kids our history. We got to keep telling them our history. See, all they think about is right now. No, we got to know it's a beginning somewhere. Take me back to the beginning. That's why I tell them people. I told Chris the other day. I said, "Don't start me." I saw this book the other day, From Slavery to Freedom. I don't want to read that book. Great book, Jimmy, but I want to read it because guess what? I want to center the before. We weren't always enslaved. It was some before slavery. That's our true history. So we got the center the before. We got the center Skip to Malou. We got the center TJ Ford. We got to bridge this gap between Maurice Elrod when he was doing And One Take and doing My Son's Interview. Now he's back doing this. It's up to us to bridge that gap. But I got to get out of here, Jim.
Yeah, of course. And we appreciate Mo Elrod, man, for sharing that with us. Don't forget, guys, you can scroll up and get the link to any one of the screenings of Still Got Game. And this is Mo Elrod's latest project, a short film on just kind of like a spin from the movie He Got Game, She Got Game, or whatnot. And now Still Got Game. And go check that out. It's complimentary admission for everybody based on this amount of seats or space that they have allotted. But free food, drinks, merch, all of that in all 3 cities, which is a great way of giving back. I call it a community service project. Get out there and take some of the, come out there. I forgot to ask Mo, was it an age limit for getting in? I'm not sure.
I got him right now. I got him back right. Wait a minute. I got him back. Oh, he had to get out and get in the car.
Yeah. Is there an age limit for the screenings, man?
Hey, it's kid friendly. Anybody can come.
Okay, that's what we want to know. All right, there you have it, guys.
We out, Mo.
We appreciate it. Thanks, everybody, for chiming in and checking out the Chop Shop. We'll see you guys on Monday. We'll have a lot of recaps, a lot of action going on. Don't forget, Deshaun Watson is in Houston against the Texans. So that's going to be some news on Monday. Something is going to happen on Monday.
Ain't nothing going to happen. He's going to go for 7,000 yards on the Texans. That's what's going to happen.
Okay, if you're a Texan defender, do you take the 15-yard penalty on purpose?
Man, Deshaun have been smack boogers out of one of them dudes. No, he ain't did nothing to the players. Why the players gonna try to hurt another brother? No, hell no.
Okay, all the players on defense ain't a brother.
Okay, well then, he can take care of himself. He can take care of himself. They need to be mad at management because management the one ran him out of here.
I'm just saying, do they take the 15-yard penalty out the gate?
Jimmy, go take the 15.
You're going to lose anyway, Halle. You're going to lose anyway.
No, go up there and take the 15-yard penalty on the manager, on the GM and on the owner. That's who you need to take the 15-yard. He didn't leave. Let me tell y'all something. It was a reason that boy left. That story going to come out later. It's a reason that boy left.
And what about them gals going to be up in that suite with that attorney?
As long as they up in the suite. Because they come back down there. If I was him, I have me a face towel tucked right in there.
They go, hey, let's go up there and try to get a massage. Might want to go up there and get you a massage.
He don't like to pay. Hey, he don't like to pay, so he don't need to do that no more. He need to go with the team. Keep your eyes on the road, Mo. He got to go with the team issue. Because if you don't like to pay, them women gonna tell it on your ass. So But we out of here, Jimmy. I got to go, man.
Hey, peace.
I can't believe you said that.
It's going down, boy. It's going down. I'm telling you. And don't forget, of course, we'll be right back on Monday with more Shout Show on your way out the door. But it's time to slide down Dino's back. Yabba dabba do this thing on this baby Friday. Get on back to work. We just spent enough. We took in overtime enough today. See you guys later. Peace. We're up out here. Chop shop.
Man, thank y'all.
All right, Mo.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter, you are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop.